All right, guys, interesting news, but really not surprising news. I mean, how can it be surprising? Everybody with even a quarter of a brain knows that the Dems only tried to impeach him because they simply didn't like him, because they put their personal fifis above any facts. This marks the first time in history that a president has been not only impeached twice, but won twice. It's ridiculous and laughable what these people are doing, but let's take a little read. Donald Trump acquitted in second impeachment trial. First of all, we should probably note how hilarious and ignorant and stupid it is that they would impeach him after he left office. If that doesn't show their level of desperation, pretty much nothing does. Nothing ever will. But anyway, Donald Trump has been acquitted by the Senate in his second impeachment trial for his role in the 6th January attack on the U.S. Capitol. By the way, I did an amazing interview with Jacob Martin. He is a friend and patron, and he was also at the Capitol. During our interview, he told a great story about, what he was when he was there and what he witnessed, and basically debunking all of the ignorant lies that the mainstream media made up about the attack. Well, the mainstream media calls it an attack, but it's really a protest. They call it an attack because in their mind, if you have white skin or are a Trump supporter, you are automatically a rioter and an attacker. But if you're a black person who actually is rioting with Black Lives Matter, you're not a rioter, you're actually peacefully protesting, and the only reason they consider it peacefully protesting is because you're black. But they'll ignore the fact that at Black Lives Matter protests, cities are being set on fire, people are dying, etc. But yet when no fires are set, it's suddenly a riot just because your skin is white or you support Trump. Fantastic. But anyway, as I was saying, I would still strongly recommend you go to my channel, check out this video right here, where Jacob and I lay out the full truth, unlike the mainstream media, about the Capitol and what really happened there. But moving on with the article, a verdict that underscores the sway America's 45th president still holds over the Republican Party even after leaving office. Yeah, it's the hold. I mean, it couldn't possibly be because they were just relying on the truth or anything. It's a hold. After just 5 days, which really shows, how easy this was, of debate in the chamber that was the scene of last month's invasion, a divided Senate fell 10 votes short of the 2/3 majority required to convict high crimes and misdemeanors because no high crime was committed. I mean, hell, not only was what happened at the Capitol completely innocent, well, not completely, I mean, there was some people who were acting crazy and breaking shit, but compared to Black Lives Matter, like Jacob and I said in the interview, it's basically nothing. I mean, we're comparing 10% because they did some stuff, to like 95% of Black Lives Matter, okay? But regardless, even if we are talking about something bad happening, what part did Trump have? The only thing he even said to do was that he basically wanted people to protest on his behalf because of the voter certain words I can't say. Let's just say because of fair election issues. He just wanted them to protest on that behalf, which is correct because the mainstream media says there's no evidence of something happening during the election. Anyway, I think the smart people get what I'm saying. A conviction would have allowed the Senate to vote to disqualify him from holding future office. Oh my God, I hope he runs in 2024, or even earlier, when Joe Biden dies. 7 Republicans joined every Democrat to declare Trump guilty on the charges of incitement and of insurrection after his months-long quest to overturn his defeat by Joe Biden. His defeat by Joe Biden. And its deadly conclusion on January 6th. When Congress met to formalize the election results, it was a 57-43 votes. Incredible. You can also check out this here. Trump did make an actual statement regarding the impeachment and all that. And let's head on to the funny stuff, though. People's, primarily SJWs, of course, their reaction to him being acquitted. First of all, this picture's funny, but let's check out some of these idiots. How the fuck does the worst president in history avoid 2 impeachments? Because if you weren't listening to the mainstream media and relied on facts, you would realize that he's not the worst president. That's how. Next idiot. Fuck Trump. He is not innocent. He literally incited a coup that killed people. Fuck you, you old rich motherfucker. Fuck off. Let's just note something. If Black Lives Matter kills people, which they actually have, that's okay because they're black. They're not murderers because black. But if white people simply protest and at most break a window and no fires at all, that's terrorism and that's murder because they're white. Got it. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page here. White supremacy wins again. Yeah, white supremacy, like this. Like Black Lives Matter setting buildings on fire, setting cities on fire, actually killing people, beating people up, raiding businesses and stealing stuff, and then the mainstream media protecting them. That is black oppression. But white people protesting for a good cause, and the most they did was break a window and shit and steal a podium. No fires were set. And then the mainstream media talking about it as if it was like a Black Lives Matter riot. That's white supremacy? Right. Okay, so again, just so that we're clear, white supremacy means that white people are treated badly. And when black people are treated good, that's oppression. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we're fully clear on what exactly this means. The U.S. Senate just upheld the most enduring institution in America, white supremacy. White supremacy won today. Okay. Oh god, it's this fucking imbecile. Mitch McConnell can fuck all the way off with his bullshit. Useless speech after he let Trump off the hook again. If Trump comes back and destroys democracy the second time, there is no person more responsible than McConnell, who was his ultimate protector throughout. No, you're absolutely right there, chunk. It was definitely Trump that hurt democracy, not people like Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, President Bush. Yeah, Trump. Trump's the herder of democracy. Anyway, that's about all I can say about these morons. It is good that he got acquitted because he was not responsible for anything that happened there, and it really wasn't that bad. And I strongly suggest you check out this video right here where we talk about it and, we lay out all the facts of what really happened at the Capitol because he was actually there. And in the interest of fairness, I think it is very important to point out, we actually mentioned it in this interview, but I think it was one person who actually did die at the Capitol. But, despite the fact that that's extremely sad and I'm not even sure how it happened, it still doesn't compare, one person to literally hundreds at Black Lives Matter protests. I think you'd rather take the words of someone who was literally there rather than the mainstream media's words. But regardless, see you guys later.